Hi everyone. Today, we want to address a very questioned topic by our users, explaining you what is a residential proxy and their advantages. A residential proxy is a technique that can be used to obscure the EIP address of someone or something, like a bot, using the internet. This works by routing traffic through an intermediary server, which can be any device capable of accepting web traffic and passing it along to another device or website. Since the activity is being stopped and rerouted through a different device, that device's IP address is relayed to the destination website instead of the actual origin device. This conceals the real website visitor's IP address from the website, and thus security admins, hackers, and other residential proxies specifically route their traffic through residential IP addresses, which means IP addresses that are, as defined by Proxyway, registered under an internet service provider that offers services to consumers. This may differ from proxy servers, which include data centers designed specifically for businesses to use for large computing needs. Fraudsters typically use anonymous proxy services to hide their IP address, though there are proxy services that are transparent, meaning that they keep the traffic source's IP data visible to others. Some proxy servers have a rotating proxy feature that assigns a new IP address to the traffic it routes with every new connection. These rotating proxies are ripe for abuse by fraudsters who need an easy way to disguise all of their fraudulent traffic with ease. How are residential proxies used? There are many different ways to use residential proxies for both legitimate and illegitimate purposes. Some examples include testing ad placements. Companies selling ad space could use a residential proxy to help verify the ads that they place on their website in conjunction with a custom buffer program script to test the ad. As noted by residential proxy service provider Bright Data, you could use a proxy server when checking and verifying ads displayed on your pages, allowing you to recognize and block suspicious ads. Disguising bot traffic. Fraudsters often use residential proxies and other IP masking techniques to hide their IP addresses so their bots can get through basic anti-fraud filters more easily or work around IP blocking strategies. By hiding behind a trustworthy IP address, a bot program can clear simple IP address whitelists, blacklists, and gain access to resources that they couldn't otherwise reach. This is often used to empower other schemes using bots, such as web scraping. Bots are often used to scrape websites to quickly steal content and code that allows fraudsters to create imitation websites to trick their victims later on. With residential proxies, fraudsters can hide where the scraper bot came from, delaying detection of their own scheme. Scalping products. Scalpers who use bots to buy limited availability products may use residential proxies to hide their bots from IP Blair bots from IP blocking attempts by storefronts that are trying to stop scalpers. This allows the bot to slip by the IP block and buy up whatever electronics, clothes, or other luxury goods in mass quantities, so the bot's user can resell them at a markup when the original seller runs out of stock. Ad fraud. Fraudsters who use bots often rely on residential proxies, VPNs, and other IP masking techniques to hide the source of the traffic, creating the clicks, form fills, and impressions they're trying to get paid for. After all, if you could easily track all of the leads, clicks, or impressions generated by a single affiliate to a single IP address, it would be all too easy to identify that affiliate as a fraudster. By hiding behind a large number of proxy IP addresses, they can make it harder to identify their fraudulent actions. Cybersecurity penetration testing. Cybersecurity companies might use residential proxies and other IP masking techniques during a cybersecurity penetration test to recreate the methods used by actual cybercriminals, getting around region-based content restrictions. Many VPNs and residential proxy services actively advertise the fact that you can set your IP address to appear as if it's coming from another country to get around a region-based content restriction on sites like YouTube or Netflix. Consumers use this feature all the time to gain access to video streaming content that might be blocked in their home country. These are just a few of the legitimate and illegitimate uses for residential proxies. As with any tool, there will always be someone who looks for a way to abuse residential proxies for their own personal profit.